The song has a cute little post story to it. I wrote it with Kip Raines, but I was down in Florida with Johnny Van Zant from Leonard Skinner, and of course now with the Van Zant brothers, him and Donnie, and we were talking about this song. It just come out as a single, and he said to me driving back from a dinner we had, I had a couple of drinks in me, so I was feeling really bold, you know. But he said, "Man, you know what I like about that song? Help somebody if you can. That's just a great thing to say." And I kind of went, "Wow, yeah, that's really cool. We should get that tattooed on our arms, you know." And he just kind of looked at me like I was an idiot, you know. And he's like, "Man, I ain't got no more room on my arms for another tattoo." So I went and did it. And here it is right here. I put it on my arm. Help somebody if you can. Something good to say, something good to do. And here's the song. My granddaddy was a hillbilly scholar, blue collar of a man. He came from that school where you didn't need nothing if you couldn't make it with your own two hands. He was backwoods, backwards, use words like no sir, yes ma'am, by God be damned. And hell yeah, I'm American. And in all the years he walked this earth, I swear all he did was work and say the devil dreams on an idle horse. So you listen to me, squirt. And don't get too high on the bottle. And get right with the man, son. Fight your fights, find the grace in all the things that you can't change, boy. And help somebody if you can. Granny said, "Sonny, you stick to your gunnies if you believe in something, no matter what. 'Cause it's better to be headed for who you are than be loved for who you're not." She was 5 feet of concrete, New York born and raised on those slick city streets. She'd cold stare you down, stand her ground, still kicking and screaming at 93. And I remember just how frail she looked in that hospital bed, taking her last few breaths of life, but smiling as she said, "Don't get too high on the bottle, just a little sip every now and then. And fight your fights, find the grace in all the things that you can't change, boy. Help somebody if you can. Get right with the man. Oh, cowboy make you coffee. I remember Granny saying to my granddad, "Easy, never tell a joke that ain't that funny more than once. And if you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. And don't get too high on the bottom. Get right with the man. Fight your fights, find the grace in all the things that you can't change. And help somebody if you can. And don't get too high on the bottle. Just a little sip every now and then. In all the things that you can't change. And help somebody if you can.